Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's your boy JB. Just fix this camera up. I am trying something brand new today. This is the Kitchen Sink podcast. Every great cook has to do his dishes, right? So this is what we're going to be doing today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run you through all of the different things that are going on with FATLADFOOd. If you've got any questions or queries, you want me to talk about anything else in this podcast, please by all means put a comment down below. Thank you to everyone that is here currently. I'll have a wee look at the chat in a minute. So, first things first, I've just done a deal actually, just during the week to start selling my own produce. So, my sister is a Slimming World meal champion creator. She sells them quite a lot, you know, all around Northern Ireland, well, say Northern Ireland, really all around the Belfast area. And what she does is, now she's selling them in a shop up in Kermoney, which is in Glengormley for those that aren't aware, a little bit higher up than Glengormley actually. And essentially, what she's asked me to do is to give her access to my own recipes, so that she can do a breakfast version of it. So we're doing soda bread, and we're doing pancakes, which are fairly easy to wrap out. I mean, I do it on a Sunday morning, fire them out in about 3 hours without any major issues. So we're doing 10 and 10, but also I've recently just done a deal actually with someone in work during the week as well. So I'm probably going to start selling the soda bread, likely around the Belfast area, most likely over the next wee while. I'm just working out the best way to scale it up and how to kind of make that work. But I think that once we get that set up and once we get it done, then we're on the road as far as that's concerned with being able to sell pretty much everything that I'm currently making at the moment. So that's number one. Quite a lot of stuff's actually happened over the last wee while. I'm quite pleased to say that I got married 6 weeks ago yesterday, which is pretty cool, to be honest with you. It's probably one of the nicest things, one of the nicest days I think we've ever had. Everybody came, everybody had a good time, it was great fun. But of course I went to America as a part of my honeymoon, which was really, really good. Very, very enjoyable. We went to New York for 5 days. Went to see the great best pizza over in Brooklyn, and had some pizza there was really, really good. I mean, Frank Pinello's well known for, or at least those who don't know, if you watch the Munchies channel, he does the pizza show on Munchies, and it's actually what I think one of the best shows on YouTube at the minute. But his pizza place, his best pizza, it's over in Williamsburg. So it's nice we Subway, there's like two or three different Subways, or 2 or 3 different cars you have to get, which is really cool. So we had really, really nice pizza. It was Claire had the cheese pizza, I had the white and the grandma. And I have to say the white pizza was exactly as I've made it on the channel, and it was his recipe actually that we used for that. But I don't know what it is, it's the onions, it's the caramelized onions that really make that pizza. So it's absolutely beautiful. So that was one of the real highlights. I actually had dim sum for the first time. In my 42-year history, I've never had dim sum before. I don't know why I've never had dim sum before. I've just never had it. Right, so excuse me. But certainly something I'm going to try, because I think that to make the dim sum bowls and the little, can't think of the word, dumplings is the word. I think it's going to be really, really cool, something really, really nice to try. So one of the other things that we had quite a lot of actually Shake Shack. Now I've been working on a special video for Shake Shack for about 3 or 4 months now. Essentially what I've been trying to do is create the perfect Shake Shack burger, or create as close to the Shake Shack burger as I possibly can at home. And I've been struggling recently with the consistency, because it's really easy to make the burgers. They're just smash burgers, they're very, very simple. But it was always the cheese I got stuck on. And here you get cheddar, you get, you know, all the usual cheeses, which is fine, you know, really, really nice. But when I realised that was the second time I'd eaten it, because we'd had it in Vegas before, and what I realised this time is that actually what makes the burger, which sounds completely stupid, is the American processed cheese. There's no point putting any other cheese on it, it doesn't taste the same. So I'm working on a big piece for that at the minute, an actual Shake Shack video. That'll go live on the channel probably in the next couple of months. It's not entirely ready yet as far as that's concerned. But that was pretty nice, it was pretty cool. So we went there a couple of times and had a couple of really nice burgers. I've got a new chicken burger, which is bloody exceptional, to be honest with you. It's very, very nice indeed. After that, what would we do after that? So we went to New Orleans next. That was something else. That was exactly what you would have expected it to be. We actually got there on the first day. The French Quarter Festival was running on the first day, which was very, very good. So it's exactly what you think it is, right? It's like Vegas, or actually it's not like Vegas, it's like, for those that, I don't know if this will happen in your country, but in Northern Ireland and Belfast we have this night every year called Culture Night. And basically Culture Night is essentially like New Orleans, but New Orleans is Culture Night 24/7, so it's pretty much on all day and all night. And the thing about it is, there's a street, that Bourbon Street is the most iconic street. Everybody knows, and probably will have heard of Bourbon Street. And Bourbon Street is as, you know, mad as you think it would be, because it's all bars, right? Everywhere's a bar, every corner, every tap, everything is a bar. The good thing is you can drink in and outside, very much like Culture Night here in Belfast. But then you move over a street. When you move over a street, you actually get more different things. So the next street's all art, but it's all art, so the whole street is dedicated to art. Every single shop that's there is dedicated to art. Every single shop is there. And the next street is dedicated to memorabilia. Everything is there is, you know, dedicated to restaurants. Then you've got restaurants at the top of the street, actually on Canal. But we had some absolutely amazing food there. First day we had fried chicken, unreal. Proper, you know, southern fried chicken, not KFC. Although I love KFC. In Bell's Diner it was, so we actually had a diner experience as well, and that was really, really nice and really, really cool. But syrup, like the thing about that is that you don't believe, at least I didn't anyway, that southern fried chicken with syrup on it just doesn't sound right. The real savouriness and the spiciness of the chicken, and then you've got the real sweet syrup. To me that doesn't work right, but then I ate it and it does. It really, really works. I don't know why, it's so weird. But a really nice food memory, because something that I was like, oh, I'm going to try this, but oh, I'm not so sure, and yet actually it was amazing. So definitely worthwhile trying it. We had waffles and everything like that as well, so that was very, very nice. Something I'll definitely be trying at some point. I'm actually in the middle of perfecting my recipe for fried chicken at the minute, so I can show it to you on the channel. Then we went in this place called Palace Cafe. It's like the last night. It was the last night of our trip, and basically we went out for like the last meal. It was like a big meal, and we went to Palace Cafe. I'd seen it a few times on Canal Street, but it just looked like a cafe, or it just looks like a nice sweet place to go and sit and have breakfast and do this, that and the other. Which is cool, and it was very, very cool actually, to be honest with you. It was very, very nice. But actually it was a fine dining restaurant on the inside, and of course I didn't realise it was that, but my god, I've never had food like it. It was some of the best food I think I've ever eaten in my entire eating period, and like I've eaten quite a lot, as you probably see from my Instagram profiles. But basically the first part of that meal was a strawberry and goat's cheese salad, and it was, I mean, it was to die for. It was absolutely beautiful. Like, it was just one of those really nice meals that kind of works really, really well, and kind of is, you know, delicious, like really, really good. It really, really works as well because it was played off rocket and or arugula, as they would say in America, but it had this really nice strawberry balsamic vinaigrette along with it, and it just complemented the whole thing. And the goat's cheese wasn't pungent, so it was just quite creamy, and that really, really played off the rest of the dish. But I'm really loving fruits in salads at the minute. Fruit and salads superb, whether it be grapes, whether it be strawberries, but apple especially is magic in the salad. So definitely worthwhile checking out. But Claire had what do you call it? A crab cheesecake. Which came out, and it looks exactly like a cheesecake, but it was basically like a crab cake, or a crab quiche as you had put it. But it looked absolutely amazing, and I can't really have it because I'm completely allergic to fish, so I can't eat fish without dying. So I don't at all. But she loves it, so she really, really enjoyed it. It was really, really, really good. It was really cool looking actually. And then I had my first steak of the trip, my first proper steak of the trip, and it was just, I don't know what it is about America, but we get really good beef. We have really, really good cows in this country, but I don't know. See, in America, the steak and the beef in America is just like the next level. I don't know what it is. I don't know, is it how they graze them or how they kind of look after them or whatever it is. But God, the beef is superb, absolutely superb. So that was a really, really nice meal. We walked back up to the hotel. We're staying in the Hyatt, which, what a hotel that was. It was mad. I've never seen a hotel so big in my life, to be honest with you. But it was real nice. So then we went to Savannah. So Savannah was the place. So for those who don't know, Savannah is on basically the Savannah River cuts Georgia from Carolina. So when you go over the river, then you're going from Georgia into Carolina, or into South Carolina, and it's very, very close to Charleston in that respect. So, but it's really, really, it's like a little Civil War town, loads and loads of history. We did a food tour actually, around the place, and it's a really, really nice town for food, but really, really good town for history in regards to how it's all set up. So all of the blocks are essentially set up like squares. So there's a square park in the middle of a block. On this side is where the bank, or where the thing would have been, where we would do your money would be. On the far side would be where the church was. On this side, the right side would be where the shop was, and then on the side I would be standing on the south side would be the houses. And it's blocked like that the whole way right out through the town. So maybe every 3 or 4 blocks you'll see a square in that tenement. Now it doesn't look like that now, of course, because we've all moved on with life. And back in the 1800s, whenever it was originally put together, it was super town, and that's basically the way that the guy wanted to have it built, right? But the food. So we got a taxi down from the airport, and the taxi driver actually that took us said, if there's anywhere you're going to go in Savannah, it's going to be Mrs. Wilkes Diner. He said it's the best place to eat, hands down. So we decided to go the next day, which was really, really good, because it was very, very close to where we were staying, so it was really, really handy to get to. But of course it was a queue, like there is anywhere in America. If something's good, That's how you know America. Something's good or great. There's a queue to get in, because it's very rare that you get table service and that you book tables. You just go in America. So the main thing about it was we're standing in the queue for about half an hour. Didn't realise that they didn't take credit cards. Who doesn't take credit cards these days? But they don't. They're very old fashioned. So I ran up to get money, came the whole way back down again. And it turns out that the people you're standing with, talking to in the line, are the people you end up eating with, because there's no table service in that. Myself and Claire didn't get a table to ourselves. We were sat at a table with 8 other people, because the table's set 10. The whole table, and I mean, I'm talking a table, you know, fit 10 people, was filled with sides. Every single side imaginable: sweet potato mash, sweet potatoes, normal mash, green beans, everything you could think to get from a southern kitchen. You know, sweet corn, all the rest, everything else that you can think of. And it was sitting there, and we thought, okay, well then, so we started handing it around the table, and there was a bit of crack, and there was a bit of laughter, a bit of fun with the whole group. And then out came the food. So we thought that was going to be the start of the food, but we didn't realise that that wasn't the end of it. The food came out then, and they came out first of all with barbecue pork, which was absolutely beautiful. It was one of those really super nice things. Very, very sweet barbecue sauce, very, very tender pork. So I had a bit of that. It went round the table again. Then out came the fried chicken. 3 plates of fried chicken, this height, at least this size off the ground. And it went round the table. Oh my god, it was amazing. But no spice, that was the thing about it. There was no spice. It was just fried chicken. So I guess it was just chicken fried and covered in flour and fried in oil. Then out came the meatloaf. The meatloaf was really good. It was just minced. There was nothing, no embellishments, or I mean, my meatloaf has barbecue sauce on it, has peppers in it, has onions in it, has cheese on it. None of that. Just a straight up log of mincemeat with a really nice gravy over the top. Super good, super nice. Again, it went round the table, but every time a plate got emptied, another one came in its place. And it just continued like that. So we were talking to everyone around. There was people from Minnesota, there was people from Chicago, there was people from Carolina, from Virginia, different places. And because of course we were the wedding couple, everybody was, you know, really wanting to find out how the wedding went and how everything had gone from there. So it was a really, really nice time, and we spent 2 hours. I mean, the place is only open for 3 hours. It only opens at 11 o'clock, closes at 2. And we spent the entire time there. It was fantastic. It was absolutely wonderful. The food was really good, but not, you know, Michelin restaurant good, but it was really, really good. It was the atmosphere though that really made it. It was the passing around the table. One of the guys actually said that it felt very much like Thanksgiving at home, and he was really appreciative of it. It was really cool. Actually, it was very, very nice. So we ate there. We ate a few places down on River Street, which is the main kind of, you know, tourist thoroughfare in Savannah. When I say tourist, it's not really. It's like, you know, it's really just shops for people that actually live in the area. Then we went on a food tour. We were introduced to artillery punch. So artillery punch, and the way that it works is basically at the end of every night, any bottles that are left over, so for example any bottles of gin or bottles of vodka or whatever, bottles of juice, you know, basically anything that's left over goes into this punch bowl, and this punch is sold. I think it was $5 for one of those, you know, those jam jar glasses. And basically strong. I think they said it was 90% proof, I think, because it's really just pure vodka or pure alcohol. But actually very nice. Surprisingly, I was expecting it to be like super alcohol, super, you know, meh. But actually very, very good and very, very nice. So we went back and had a few more, as you can imagine. And I have to say I really enjoyed it. We had a really nice meal in that bar. I can't remember the name of the bar actually. It was ribs, I think it was ribs I had, but the only problem with the ribs in that place was that he covered it in this barbecue sauce, but the barbecue sauce was so strong that you couldn't eat it. So half the ribs didn't get ate because you couldn't actually get to them for this sauce. It was rotten. So wouldn't say the ribs were great, but then only had one real set while I was there. So that's Savannah really. I'm trying to think we had anywhere else. I had a couple of Five Guys while we were there. We'll say this, for those that know Five Guys in Belfast, I've always nominated as my #1 burger spot in Belfast, but the American version isn't actually nice. It's not that good at all. I don't know what the difference is. It's not as crisp. It's real sloppy. It's real. I don't know. It's not like Five Guys in Belfast. It's really crispy and really well put together. Really tastes good. In America, it tastes okay. It's not anything to write home about, which I have to say I found very odd. So Five Guys in Savannah, nice guys, but at the end of the day, it was better here in Belfast, which it shouldn't be given that we're not in America, right? But anyway, so that was the detail of our trip. So I hope you like the format of this. There's be a few other ones. I'll probably do this every week to take you through updates and everything that's going on. Don't forget you can buy the Fat Lad Does Pizza book in Amazon currently for £5, $5, whatever it is in your country. It'll be close to £5 anyway. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. We really need the support because I'm trying to get my subscriber count up. If you like what we're doing here, if you like the videos that are on the channel, subscribe to the channel. I've got new videos coming out every week. And just keep in touch through the comments, right? Just drop us a comment. Let me know what you think of the video. Let me know what you think of the Kitchen Sink podcast. And I will see you guys again soon.